There's nothing like coming back from a coin show and just putting together a 5-hour conversation. And I know many of you that can't get the coin shows anymore use us and others for the what's out there, what is the view. And those that have been with me for quite a while will know that one of my favorite categories, one of my big undervalued 90% silver areas is the Franklin. And you hear me reference often, we just find a coin here, a coin there. Very rarely do we find a roll. Well, this past show, it surprised me. First time in many years, there was actually a small grouping of rolls to give us the ability to have a lot of fun with this next offer. It is our fun show, because that's where the show was recently, and where we found the majority of these coins. The Florida, the first show of the year, it is just an amazing opportunity to get back and see some friends, look for some coins, and have some fun. But the Franklin half dollar is the deal. It is the last of the big silvers. And what I mean by that is the silver dollar ended in 1935. Silver was pulled in 1964. The last big silver coin was the Franklin half dollar, and then the 1 year of the Kennedy half dollar. That's all in the 90% silver category. So we had the Roosevelt dime, Washington quarter, and then this big coin. 1980 hits, and what happens? Well, anything that's not tied down at $50 an ounce silver is liquidated and gone. So tonight we have an opportunity to work with what we call our bonanzas. They are multiple coins. They're $24.95 each. And we're going to try to add this to the graphic if we can. But tonight we have an opportunity for up to 20 different. That's how significant this grouping was. 20. So if you buy 5, you'll get 5 different. You buy 10 different, 15 different. Well, tonight we can say if you buy 20, you'll get 20 different, which is a significant part of the entire Franklin half dollar collection. The Franklin was introduced in 1948. It replaced the Walking Liberty half dollar. It ran until 1963 because of the unfortunate scenario with President Kennedy, right? His assassination, and then the Kennedy half dollar in 64. So that was 16 years. So Philadelphia struck one every year. That's 16 coins. Denver skipped 2 years, 55 and 56. So that was 14. So that's 30. And San Francisco struck only 5 coins, the early issues. That's a total of 35 different Franklins during this 16-year span. And tonight, this opportunity again is up to 20 different. That is special. That is outright special. Now, the other comment with these Franklins, and we started talking about these about 4 or 5 years ago, because Walking Liberties were X, Silver Kennedys were Y, and the Franklin one was, well, below the Kennedy. And the popularity index, obviously, of Kennedy makes sense somewhat, but when you look at mintages and everything else that goes with it, it does not. So tonight, an opportunity for value. My competition in the last year, that's 12 months, have raised their prices on their Franklins across the board from between $15 to $25 a coin. Raise their prices. And we're holding the line tonight at under $25 for an uncirculated coin. So if you do the math any way on this one, let's just again walk through it one more time. There are 16 Philadelphias. There are 14 Denvers. There are 5 San Franciscos. All 3 mints are in this grouping, the rolls that we bought. The unfortunate thing is there's only a limited number of 20s we can offer based upon the limited number of rolls of a few of these. 55 and 56 being part of it. Those are the only, those 2 years we only struck Philadelphia's, and they go down as being number 1 and number 5 of the lowest minted coins ever in the series. And they're in this grouping. You'll also notice from this the randomness of the coins here, this grouping dates back to 1951. So think about this. If you just go the P and D from 1957 to 1963, the P's and D's. Then where do you go? And that's why we're going back into the early 1950s to be able to offer up to 20 different. But it's 90% silver, 90% US coin silver. They are uncirculated specimens. As you can see, they're scorchers. And above the bell, below the E and the S is the mint mark location. So that's the D right there for Denver. And you'll see the S shortly. That's where the mint mark shows up. So when you get a coin, turn it over. So it's possible to get a 51P and a 51S in this grouping. If you get two 51s, you turn them over, you're going to see they're different coins. Now, our pricing. Our lowest price we have on any Franklin right now on the market is $29.95. And we are $20 less than our competitors. I'm sorry, $30 less. They're at $59.95 for 1963s. We're at $29.95. Our prices go up to $34, $37, $39 on many of these. But tonight, the bonanza very simply is, as stated, and it's just it's a logical flow. If we break all these down, take the manpower to transfer them all to the individual item numbers, coordinate everything that way, it's just time, effort. And time and effort equals money. We all know that. So if we just keep these coins that we brought back, have them sorted, which we've done, and then just work from that grouping, well, that's a whole different thing. Guys, the phones are very busy right now. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Remember, avccoins.com. Great place to park coins as we're going through the evening. It's also a great place to shop. As an example, if you're looking for a 1953D or you're looking for a 1957P, we have those. Just hit our website, look for the Franklin tab, click it, and it'll bring you right to all the various coins that are available. These are completely random here, but as you get further into quantity, how many I'm purchasing, it changes. Because you know you're getting some crazy stuff. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. So again, my competition is between $59 and $89.95 for the coins you're seeing on your screen. We only show 12. We're up to 20 different. They're at $59 to $89. We're at $24.95 each tonight. Again, buy 5, get 5 different, 10 different, 15 different, 20. Or if you want to just buy one, you want to get a coin, look at it. You'll be amazed by its beauty and how clean they look in uncirculated condition, like the coins you're seeing on your screen. Outright special, outright crazy. I mean, V is value, our middle name, America's Value Channel. And this opportunity tonight is all of that. Thanks for listening, but it's time for me to be moving on.
Morning, fine, sir. How are you doing today?
It's Monday. All I can say, it's Monday.
Yeah.
A lot of catch up this week, but it's Monday. And then we're
get any weather up there, right?
The last 2 days, Roman, have been remarkably warm. But prior to us leaving for Orlando, go figure, we go to Orlando for the fun show, right? And it's 35 to 42 degrees the entire time we're there. Bastards. You fly back here, and we're in the middle 40s, low 50s. So it's warmer here. But again, we were inside hunting this shit down, so we really weren't outside other than walking to the hotel after the show on a nightly basis.
Yeah, no, we got covered up in snow for about, I don't know, half a day.
Yep.
The roads kind of cleared up, and did end up being a super problem.
Up here,
the campground was fun, getting up over those hills.
Oh, I can imagine again, people don't realize going up hills is not always easy with just basic transportation. I remember when I was a kid, you can't go up and you can't stop. And then you see the idiots in their 4-wheel drive trucks flying. It's like, you guys realize on ice, you're like everybody else. You're going to slide around, and by going faster, you're just exposing yourself to more fun. We still have snow in our front
It
yard.
doesn't matter how big you are. We still got snow out in front of the building.
Oh, yeah.
So we still got a bit.
Ah.
People don't realize that people think if you're heavy that you're good, but then you see semi-trucks sliding down the interstate, and you're like, yeah, no, it's the same for everyone.
I mean, if anything, the heavier the vehicle, the more momentum you have. You're right, but it's like, yeah, just, oh well. The good news is as I was telling.
When you're all done recording, let me know. I wanted to call you and catch up with you on some things that are happening here and a couple of ideas.
Sounds like a good plan. I got a short conference call at about 2. It should be like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll probably reach out. I'll text you when I'm done with that, and then as your rest of your day permits, okay?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
Perfect. What were the minutes on that one, Keith? 8 and what?
8:14.
Okay. All right, next up is 78S. We're at 199. We got this one pegged for roughly 7. All right.
You drop your graph.